Hey book lovers, Tabitha here. October is National Bullying Prevention Month, and it is fantastic that we bring a lot of awareness to this topic in October, but we really want to do that year round. And books are a great way to do just that. I'm going to show you some excellent examples for that. The first is by far the best out there, I Am Jack, written by Suzanne Gervais. It is a laugh out loud funny, so well written series, 4 books in the series about Jack. And you become friends with Jack, and eventually, through the first book, you discover that he is being bullied. And the reader really emotionally experiences what that feels like for Jack. And this is so critical for kids to understand because, like Suzanne Gervais says, even good kids bully. They just don't understand what they're doing to another human being when they do that. So, books like these are an excellent way of teaching that to children so that they stop it if it's going on around them, and also to make sure that they do not participate in that. 4 books in this series. I highly recommend this being a part of every home library out there. Perfect for ages 2nd grade through 6th grade. Also by Suzanne Gervais is Butterflies, a story about a 17-year-old girl who was severely burned when she was 3, and she really needs to overcome those physical insecurities, and definitely has moments where she is being made fun of and bullied at school, and she really shows a lot of strength there. So this is really empowering for girls ages 11 on up, even for adults. I thoroughly love this book. You will too. Then we have a couple great series that don't necessarily talk directly about bullying, but in these stories, the characters find themselves in some more challenging situations with friends or at school, even with some mean girls, that can really help them to come up with some solutions if they have the same experience at school. EJ12 series and Ella Diaries, excellent series as well, just for entertainment too. Okay, so this is another great one for families. Do Nice, Be Kind, Spread Happy is a unique, fun activity book full of wonderful things to do for strangers, neighbors, friends, family, just to get in the habit of being kind and nice to counterbalance any of the mean that is out there. And as for children who really become a target for being bullied, we want to just help children to have great confidence in themselves, and books are an excellent way to do that. A few examples: Bob is a Unicorn is all about Bob, who's very different, and his friends are not sure what to make of him. But in the end, he celebrates himself and finds others who do as well. It is all about just being yourself, no matter what anyone says. A Year in My Life is a really fun journal for kids that they can just kind of get their thoughts and feelings out on paper in some creative, fun ways. Anytime you can do that, children discover some really fun things about themselves, and that builds their confidence. And finally, one of my all-time favorites, You Choose, is an excellent book for families, for kids, because it really opens up a lot of dialogue that you can have with your children and getting them to talk about how they feel, what they like, what they're experiencing, and whether it's with bullying or anything else. It's a very empowering book to do with them. Happy reading.